Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Table for One. Today, we are back at Table for One, believe it or not. Today we're playing a game that I absolutely adore. It's called Above and Below, as you can see by this cute little thing they have here for some reason. It's a fantastic game for 2 to 4 players. I'm going to be doing a 2-player game setup today. And the premise of the game is you're pretty much your village got burned down, and you trying to rebuild it, you're trying to maintain your village. So each player has their own little board with their own little guys. These are the starting people. Each person gets a starting person with a feather, a hammer, and a nothing. I'll explain that as we go. But pretty much you just want to use these people on your turn to do actions, which are all listed right up here. I'll go from right to left because this feels like makes the most sense. If you do this action over here, it means you exhaust one of your characters, which means you take them from the active pile to the exhaust one with the little moon, and you gain $1. You just gain $1. If you have nothing to do, that's probably the action you're going to take. However, the first person to do this on any given round also gets a cider token, which it sort of acts as a one-turn bed, which you need to wake up your people for the next round. I'll explain that later. If you exhaust someone with a feather symbol, that means you can, if you'd like, do the training action, which means you can pay to get anyone from this board into your town. So let's say I spend $2 and I use my feather guy. Bada bing, bada boom, now I've got a person for the next day. The next action you could do is if you have a builder man, you can exhaust the builder man to do a building action, which means you spend the money to build a building either above or below. Assuming you've explored, you can do below, but I'll explain that in a moment. So let's say I built this for my town. This building was $8, and it gives me 2 pieces of paper that I can collect off of that. So now those sit there. And then if I had more people, I could use another turn to gather, which means I can gather this piece of paper off of my table, and I can just have it. And then if I want, I can slot it into this track. Depending on how far up the track your things are, they give you a certain amount of points, and they also increase the amount of money you get every round. So it's very important that you decide correctly when to place things on this track. Then the last thing you can do, which is probably the most fun thing about Above and Below, is you can explore. You can do little adventures in between doing stuff. So you need at least 2 people from your healthy track to do this. So let's say we take these 2, and then you bring them over here, you roll a die, and then depending on what number you get from this little card, you read an encounter from the encounter book. They don't include this in the tabletop version, but I have this game, so I'm still able to play it. So I have the encounter book on me. And then with the encounter book, it gives you a little paragraph of story and then some choices. And then from those choices, you roll to see if you succeed or fail at whatever choice you made. Depending on how you succeed or fail is depending on how many little lanterns you get when you roll. So if you get a 1, you're at least going to get 1 lantern, but if you get a 3 or higher, you get 2 for this guy. You only roll 2. So that kind of blows for him. And then you see if your amount of lanterns you get succeeds or fails, and then you win. And if you succeed, you get to take this little car that you got from going exploring to underground under your base. So that way you can start building things underground with your builder guy. So there's a lot to do. Once you exhaust all your players, you are done. Once everyone exhausts all their players, the round is over. You carry over this little turn track, turn 2, and then depending on how many beds you have, you re-exhaust your characters. So let's say you have 3 characters and you have 3 beds to start. You can bring everyone back. But if you have 5 characters and only 4 beds, you can only what's the word I'm looking for? Recharge 4 of them. So you want to play a little wisely. You want to make sure you have enough beds for how many people you're bringing into your town. And that is effectively the gist. When you're out exploring, if you fail to get enough lanterns, you can choose to injure your players, which means that you go over to this little spot to give yourself an extra lantern. So let's say you needed 5, but you only got 3. You can injure both of these guys to get to 5, and you succeed. But now they're both injured, and it's going to take them an extra whole day to come back onto the field, unless you have a potion from something, and then you can use a potion to get them from there to there immediately. So then you could bring them back later. Yeah, I mean, that's effectively the gist. There's some starting buildings, which are very cheap, which give you a lot of good little tools. There's end game buildings, which give you a lot of points, depending on certain things you get. There's a lot to this game. It is a lot of fun. So I'm just going to shut up, and we get to see how it goes. Enjoy, everybody. Alright, so first move, what I want to do with this guy is I'm going to have him build, because there's a lot of buildings here that are really, really good key buildings. 2 rerolls gives you 2 rerolls for when you do exploring and shit, which is very helpful. This one lets you replenish, like when you recruit somebody, you put them straight into your usable zone, so you don't have to wait a whole other day to use them, which is also very, very good. So it's gonna be one of those two. Just don't know which one. I think we're gonna go. It's tough. We'll do the rerolls for now. It's the cheaper option. It's the safer option. It's not really a safer option, but it's an option. It's an option that I am a fan of. I like both of the options though. Yeah. They're just gonna have them do that other one that they were thinking of doing. They are cool like that. And they steal ideas. So now it's these dudes. We got just a bunch of facial hair dudes versus a school. So it's just a little fucking like a kindergarten class with an old man just making them work. So it's good. It's good for the kids, I swear. He may as well. He doesn't have a bed. He doesn't have an extra bed. He's going to exhaust. He's going to do this to gain a coin, which also gains him the cider token. So now we're going to take that cider token. We're probably going to use it to wake up somebody when we recruit them with our next action. Whereas these guys over here, they have $4. There's a child on the board for $5. Ooh, we will also exhaust for another shiny dollar. There it is. Now he's at 5. So pretty much the exact same moves happening, except they don't want the 5 guy. That's a lot. It's a child. The child is not what they need. Some of these guys are from the newer one. I don't know what Feather Plus means. Like there's like expansions to the game. I have never bought them. I don't know what they do. This guy is just generally better than this lady though, so we're gonna get this guy more facial hair for what, $3? $3. Okay, so now that's him completely done. And now it is his turn to also recruit. He's got $5 for this guy, for child. And because see, yeah, it's helpful because now he automatically gets to use this builder if he wants to, which he doesn't. He's just gonna exhaust him for another $1 because money's money. We don't have any gatherable buildings, so there we go. So everyone is exhausted all of their characters. So now it is time to the end of round phase. Round 2 has started. A cider gets replenished onto there. Now let's see if anybody wakes up. So they have 3 beds for 3 of their people. So 1, 2, and 3. And then they have a cider they're going to use to wake up the 4th. Very, very solid there. They have a problem though because they only have 3. But they don't really care because actually hold on. Let me replenish this first. So how this works is we slide down people who weren't bought before, so that way they're cheaper now. Oh my god, it's Frog Yoda. I fucking love Frog Yoda. This is the best thing ever. They don't like Frog Yoda though. These guys are a bunch of children, so they're gonna have just the children do their thing. He's taking a nap. He's tired. He's gonna let the children do all the work. He's got important stuff to do. So now first play goes over here. The only other thing is now we get money. So on the over here shows our base income of 4, so he gains 4, and he also gains 4 because none of his buildings specify that he gains anything else. So there we go, $5 to each of them. Now he gets to go first, and with those bucks, he doesn't have enough to get bed, which he kind of wants. So he's gonna go exploring first for his first action. He's gonna send lady and taller, but I still would consider childlike man. He is the same height. This might not be a child, but we're gonna say he is for the purposes of today. And they're gonna go exploring. So they're gonna go blamp. They're gonna go blamp. They're gonna roll the stinky die, and they're gonna be doing quest number 15, ladies and gentlemen. So now I get to open this actual book because I own the game. So I'm cool like that, and I get to do action or thing. Quest number 15. I will have to read this paragraph, so bear with me in my awful reading voice. You arrive at the shore. Kidding. You arrive at the shore of a rushing underground river. At the far side lies a pile of abandoned crates and collapsed tent. Just as you sit to rest your legs, you hear sporadic clicking in the darkness. Spinning around, you see a massive spider rushing towards you, its shining green eyes fixed upon its next meal, you. Just beyond the spider, you catch a glimpse of what looks to be another traveler, spun up in sticky silk like a fly. Do you stand and fight or swim to the far side of the river? So now here's where I'm going to try my best not to cheat because it gives me the options and the rewards. I need to read the options, but I'm not supposed to be able to read the rewards. So swim to the far side is an explore 3. Fight the spider is an explore 5 or explore 6. They can get up to 5 pretty easily, actually. So I think they're going to do it. They don't have a reroll like they do for exploring, but I don't know. I feel like they could do it if they wanted to do it. If they try really hard. No, I think they can. So again, once you choose one option, you can't go back. So if I only roll 3 lanterns, and I choose what I'm choosing, which is fight the spider, I don't just, it's not cool. I can't just switch over. So let's hope that she gets a 3. She got a 3, which is 2. Very, very good. And he needs a 4. He got a 1, which is nothing. Okay, so they failed the quest. Is there anything that says for failing? Failing doesn't do anything for them, but kind of blows that they failed that. You know what? I would hate to see them fail their first quest, wouldn't you guys? Let's give them another chance. Give them another shot. There you go, buddy. That's pretty good. And because you failed, we're going to get the best reward possible. So we got 3, 5. It's either 5 or 6. I'm going to injure this stupid piece of shit because he doesn't know how to roll good. So they succeeded. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Well, lady and douchebag. You were rewarded with... Okay, this is a little crazy. 5 coins plus 1 on the reputation track. Why are the other colors here? It's white versus... I hope it wasn't yellow. It's yellow. It's fine. We'll just pretend I'm blue. Well, I can just change the color. I'm changing P yellow. P yellow. White moves up 1 on the initiative track, on the reputation track, and he gains a rope, which he can place on his track if he wants to. So he can start getting some better income, because the more things you place down, the more income that you get, and also the more points you get per thing that's actually on the track. So if he thinks he's going to get more rope, he might want to save that. Over here, you can kind of see how they're grouped up. So we have the common items, we have the uncommon items, and we have the rare items. So rope, we might get more of, but we probably want to get more of those. So we want to save those for the high end of the track, so we can place them all on the thingy-madangle for a lot of points. So you know what? He's just going to slot the rope in now. Yeah, he'll slot the rope in now. He's crazy. He's feeling cool. And he's got a lot of money, so he can build a pretty good building. And since he succeeded, he gets that cave card. So now he can start building underground buildings. Pretty cool. As for the mustached men, they need another bed. They don't have enough money. They're only a little short. I think they're going to have this guy snooze again. So that way they don't even have to worry about, sleep. They don't have to worry about beds or anything like that, at least for another guy. So maybe if they get another person, it'll be cool. Like, I don't know, Frog Yoda. Frog Yoda's pretty cool. His last turn, he needs to build a bed zone. This is a bed and 2 victory points into the game. This is pretty good. But they can also get a double bed. You know what? We did just get it, but we're going to save that spot. Because I feel like getting a double bed will be pretty helpful right now. Because now they're set up to get another person later. And then we flip this over. Ooh, regrowable fruit. That's really good. If you get that early, that's amazing. Because you get a fruit every single time. Every round. As long as you gather it. So that's a lot of extra potential points. So that's good. They're completely done. Well, we still have a ton of potential. Do we want to get... I want Frog Yoda and I also want that fruit. 5... We need 1 more, so let's exhaust you to get another $1. So, bam, $1. So now we have $9. We're gonna go for Building Man first, which is kind of a shame that we don't have 1 more person, because then we could get someone to gather this. But we're gonna spend our $4. We're just gonna leave it to the side to get this fruit plant thing. Now, plant is just gonna keep growing on that thing, and I don't think they're not gonna get Frog Yoda. I'm just gonna harvest that now because I'm not too worried about it, and because we can't even wake him up anyway, so there's no reason to overfill our base just yet. We don't want to do it just yet. So there's that. Okay, so everyone has once again exhausted, and now it is time to wake everyone up. So I mean, there's several things we can do first. There's that. You can punish the cider. Let's see who gets to wake up. So he's got 3 beds and a cider, which means everyone on his end gets to wake up. And he normally would be able to get everyone up, but because he injured himself and doesn't have a potion, he stays asleep. Sucks to be you, idiot. And then, of course, income. They gain, here you go, just $5. Ooh, actually, you do gain $5 just straight up because you get your base income boosted, whereas they haven't. So, actually, you know what? Changed my mind. Give me this. There's your 4, and there's your 5. There. Easy enough. First player gets swapped over to here. And now, it is Mustache Bro's turn. Mustache Bros They have some options. They could we need to replace the gatherable fruit. They do have these reroll things, so they might as well start exploring. Because if they can get some of these materials, they can start focusing on this track thing. Because now that we have fruit growing, at the end of the game, we can place our fruit as far up as we were able to get it, and then we can just make huge amount of points. That's almost the sole reason I've won numerous games. So he's got a good strategy going, because I'm playing as him. Let's see. What do I want to do? We do want to explore. So let's explore. Let's have good old mustache boy and his sidekick bearded man go on an adventure. And where exactly is this adventure going to go? Well, number 130, of course. So now, if you'll excuse me, I need to flip this book around a bunch till I find 130. There's like 200 in here. It's 200 and something. There's a lot. It's a really great game, by the way. You should buy it. It's very fun. 130. Very quick one. Splashing ahead through warm, ankle-deep water, you encounter an enormous 3-tined fork sticking out of a piece of bright coal. Below it, a plaque reads, "Trident of the Fishfolk, do not disturb." You could yank out the fork, explore 3, or resist the temptation and leave the fork alone, explore 4, and explore 7. The fork sounds tempting, I'm not gonna lie. Probably lose reputation. Was it explore 4? Explore 3? That's too easy, right? That's way too easy. We'll resist the temptation. I don't want to, but I feel like we'll get better rewards if we do that. So let's roll. So we get a 3, perfect. So that's as much as we can get. So now we got a 5. Okay, if he failed, we could have had 2 rerolls, but he didn't. So cool. We succeeded at 5. It was 5. It was 4 or 7. We don't want to injure both of them. That seems like a really stupid idea. We don't have enough potions. We don't have any potions to do with that. Yeah, we'll stick at 4. 4 is fair. Oh, it would have been such a better thing if we got that. Okay, so for succeeding, we gain a fish. And we gain a coin. Yippee, that was so worth it. But let me tell you, if we got a 7, that would have been way more worth our time. But it's cool. It's cool. We still won. They are not injured. And we gained the cave card. So hey, a win overall. Fish is also common, so I'm going to try to hold on to that. I'm not going to place it in just yet. But I am tempted. So now it is to families over here where they want themselves another child. Do they have more children up here? No. Okay, so they can't get a child. This is upsetting. I'm upset for them. They may as well just get somebody. And they may as well you, I guess, because you're just a better version of that lady. And you're pretty cheap, so you know what, lady? You're going to help the old man. You're going to be like the teacher's aide. Here you go. Come on. Welcome aboard. And you're going right onto the field because you're awesome like that. Whereas these silly boys, how much money do they have? 5, 10. They have $10. They could get the frog. And they can get they can get the pot one, and that way they can have a bed and they can get some stuff growing. Okay. But then we can't still get Yoda because we still want to gather the fruit. It's not the end of the world if we don't get the fruit every round, but again, he's not going to get Yoda, so we're cool. So let's spend every ounce of our money. Where does the money go? Just here. It's $9. Yeah, it's $9. So we spend 10. Give me 1 back, and we're going to get this build. Now we can get some pots. Pretty dope, because then we can put those immediately on the track so we can get some base income started. On their turn, they still have a bunch of people left. If you don't explore, you kind of have a lot more people in your reserve than you really think you'll need. They have how much? $5? Can they buy a decent underground building with that? They can get mushrooms. Mushrooms wouldn't be too bad. They can just harvest it, put it on the track, quick money. Yeah, we'll do that. That's a fair use of a round, maybe. So they do that. So now they get 2 mushrooms. Are they gonna recruit, or are they gonna gather the fruit? Gather fruit. Yippee-oo. This one you can keep getting. This one exclusively is you gav 2, and then once you harvest them both, it's over. So that's we don't have to worry too much about that one. Whereas these folks are they just gonna gather, or are they gonna go exploring? They could go exploring. Let's go exploring, because those mushrooms are there to stay. We don't have to worry too much about them. Let's go exploring. Exploring's fun. Exploring is one of the main parts of this game. So let's go to number 27 and see what we're gonna get, baby. You reach the entrance of a great temple carved into the cave wall. Massive stairs lead up towards a square platform. In the center of the platform, a pale woman with golden hair sits inside the cave. "Please let me out. I have been trapped here by evil Glogos," she says. When you approach, your first impulse is to break open the lock on the cage and set her free, but you wonder why the Glogos would have left her here when normally they would have killed her. Do you set her free or keep exploring? Set the woman free or ignore her pleas, explore 5 or explore 8. We can't do 5 or 8, so we might as well keep exploring, right? That makes sense. Set the woman free. Read paragraph 101. Oh no. This is not going to be good. And the woman emerges from the bars and laughs wickedly as she transforms into a dark, shadowy demon with flaming eyes. I'm finally free after hundreds of years. Thank you, foolish creatures. Now I will destroy you, shrieks the creature. Do you try to run and hide or fight the demon? Attempt to hide is explore 2. Attempt to stop is an explore of 8. We can't do that. So we're just gonna hide. This is an interesting, we did it though. We literally can't fail this one, which is awesome. We actually got 4, which is respectable. We wouldn't have gotten us anything in any of these. So we got a coin and -2 reputation. So white, drifting behind a little bit. So there we go. Good stuff. They did succeed though. They technically succeeded. It feels like a failure, but they did succeed. So they do gain the cave card. Good on them. And with that ends the 3rd round. It's a very quick, it's surprisingly fast-paced game when it's just one person doing all the decisions. Swap this over there. So they gain, they're not going to slot, they're gaining $4 blamble. Whereas they are gaining another $5 shkablamble. And then they gotta wake everybody up. They have 4 beds for 4 people. Gotta replenish that. Same building again. You know, I'm gonna reshuffle because it's not the same building. I thought it was gonna be the same building. I was gonna freak out. 5 beds for 5 people. And we are halfway through the game. We're just over we're pretty much halfway through the game. So now is their turn. I gave them their money. I gave them this. There is no cider to be tracked. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So now we can keep this train moving. Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta replenish the old fruit hole. There we go. So now it is their turn. Everyone's just chilling. Oh, wait. Sorry, there is one more. Gotta replenish this track up here. So now they get, that's a child, theoretically. Easy, that's enough for them. Take his money. There we go. Just replace him with a much better teacher person. Even though they're not a teacher, because they have to be. That's a child, right? That's such a chubby, young, childlike joy face, you know? Like these two. Tell me that's not the case. Alright, either way, they recruited a person, so now they got 6 people to make sleep. Wait, over here they're still only rocking 4, but Yoda there, man. We have a cave. Ooh, we do have a cave. Oh, we're poor. How do you gain more money? We need more money on the track here, and exploring, obviously. Ooh, and if we gain things, the stuff with these symbols, I mean, you gain income. Like, you have plus bonus to income. That might be a good thing to invest in, but for now, I think we're gonna get... We don't need the other bed yet if we're not going to get you. So, you know, let's do this. Let's spend this. Spend 5, get 1. Let's get Yoda, right? We'll get Yoda, because he's... Clearly, we're in need of some help. I feel like they're winning somehow. And maybe next round we'll be able to do some cool shit with Yoda. We'll still have to get the cider. They might need the cider, too. But... I only have $1. Jesus. Okay. They could do a crazy explorer. But I guess now is a good time for him to get mushrooms. So he sucks. So you can grab this mushroom, put it on the tracks. Now they're gonna get 6 income. Start of their next turn. So that's their go. They could grab the pots, I guess, and the fruit. It do need them to grab the fruit. Go grab the fruit, and they might just explore again for some more money. Oh, I need a cider, so we can't explore actually. You know what? Let's not grab the fruit. Let's just get the cider and get $1 because they can explore, potentially get some more money, and then we can have everyone do some crazy shit after the fact, right? I feel like that's smart. Whereas these silly goofs, who's the worst explorer here? I would say you, but that 3 is very promising. You're the same person, just with a different symbol. We have a builder already, so you go and grab this mushroom for us. There we go. Great. So now these two are going on an exploration. Let's see where the journey takes them. To number 79. You follow a narrow ledge along a deep, round pit, descending further and further into the darkness. At the bottom, the rocky floor is covered in dark slime, but you cannot tell where it came from. One of your party sets foot on the slime, but he becomes completely stuck, and it takes your entire group to pull him free. At the far end of the slime lies a passage opening lined with cracked columns. Do you attempt to cross the slime or journey back up the way you came? Cross the slime, explore 6, journey back the way you came, explore 3, or explore 5. Most they can get safely is 5. They don't have any potions, so they don't want to injure themselves, so they're just going to go for, what was it? Journey back the way you came. Yeah, journey back the way we came. So we need we have 2 rerolls if they're needed. They weren't needed last time. Well, maybe they'll be needed this time. No. And no. Okay, that works. So we got Explore 5. So we journeyed back the way we came, and we got 5 coins out of that. Holy shit, that is so worth it. Wow, alright. Hell yeah. So we got the money that we needed. We were just going to funnel into something that I kind of forget. I think it was a bed and maybe some more income buildings. I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. Their turn's done. They still have 3 people over here. Kind of nuts. Do they want to explore? I mean, they can. No reason not to. Because they can't build. They can't gather. They can't learn. They can't teach anybody anything. Their only real purpose right now is to just go exploring. You know, we're going to send all 3 of them on one big exploration. Wait, no, they need a bed. We need an extra bed. We're going to keep Builderman here in case we get a bunch of money so we can build a bed house. There, that's a good plan. I like this. It's a good plan. It's a smart plan. So they are going to number 48. Let's see what number 48 has in store. You arrive at a huge underground bay. Dim light shines on the water from thin cracks in the cavern ceiling. At the center of the bay lies a ship, rotting and lying low in the water. Do you attempt to swim out and board, or stay on the shore? Swim out is Explore 4, stay on shore is Explore 2, or Explore 8. They can do 4. 4 is reasonable. 4 is incredibly reasonable, so I guess they're swimming out to the ship. So, let's see how that goes for them. So they're going to get at least 2, so they can do this if they both injure themselves. They got, this is promising. This is less promising. They got 3, so if they injure somebody, then they do get it. So we're going to injure the lady who proved useless in that fight. So that's 4. So they got to 4. They gain a pot. They gained a pot. Respectable. And they're putting it right on the tracks. Now they are making some pretty good leeway on this tracker thingy. Getting a bunch of materials. They still have room to get materials? I just haven't gotten. Okay. So now their last turn. They didn't get money, which is what they were hoping for. So he's just gonna get them a little bit of money. You know, what's another dollar gonna do? And they got the cider already, so they don't get it. And now it is time to do something. This actually kind of sucks for them because, first of all, round 5, everybody. Round 5. Everyone loves round 5. It sucks because they need an extra bed to wake this person up, which means they're gonna have to spend. They could just get everybody, and they can just leave her in the infirmary. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna shame them into staying in the infirmaries. How dare they screw up last round? That's messed up. If they just got a better roll, an easy roll, that'd have been fun. But you know what? They deserve it because they. What are you gonna do? Sucks to be them. Whereas here, we have 4 beds and a cider for 5 freshly alive people. Fantastic. And now income, of course. We pow. They gain 5, and they gain 6. Okay, so they have $8, whereas they have 11. And now it is their turn to go first. I guess they can gather their stuff so they can start placing stuff on the track. But they just get a little bit extra. If they get like 1 more thing, 1 or 2 more things, I'm gonna feel pretty happy. So maybe we try to get the. Ooh, can we get the paper? Let's get the paper building. Let's fucking go for the paper building. That's not only extra income for these next couple rounds, but it's also 2 free papers. Bazinga and Shablanga. There we go. That would. You know what? It's good. 2 extra bucks for 1 extra income. That's pretty good. So let's just say this guy built that. Good job, guy. Okay. So now it is their turn. What do they want to do with their day? Alright, we didn't actually do this. You're not a child. You could be. It's tough to say, really. But they also kind of need the money for other things, so they're not going to buy a child anymore. Child, you're not helpful right now. The opposite of, actually. Do they also want to get the paper? They have $8. They could go for paper, right? Because that's... Or they can go for the fish, and they can just gain a bunch of stuff. Actually, that might be a good play. Yeah, they're going to do that. Now, they have a constant source of fish, so that means they could place it there and get a bunch of income, or they can just get 1 more random thing, and they can get a bunch of points from that, which is pretty fucking good. And that was a build action. So now it is their turn with their 1 shilling. I think they're just going to grab some shit. I think it's going to grab... We're going to put the fish in there. We're not going to get many more fish, I don't think. Well, hold on. Okay. Here's the plan. Alright. We're going to use you to gather we're going to, gather that, and that's that. Over here, what do they want to do? They want to gather the fish. They want to kind of save the fish. They might go exploring, just so that way they can try to get some random other crap to throw in there. So you, and you, we're going to town. We're going to do something crazy. We're going for a 3-person exploration, because I have faith. I have faith in these people. I feel like they could maybe do it. Oh, did I give them their cave cards? We did this one already. We did 40... What was the... Yeah, we did this one already. So they deserve this card. Whoopsie. Here you go. Here you go, pal. So they did number 5, which is 146. Woohoo! 146. Quick one. In the center of this room rests a crude table and stone seats. Against the wall sits a large rectangular metal apparatus which you don't recognize. Near the top of it is a small slit exactly the same size as a coin. Insert coin and try to operate the device. Explore 2 and pay 1 coin. Or shake the device, explore 4, explore 6. I mean, they want the big payout, right? Like, duh. They want the big payout. So they're going for shake the device. They're going for 6. They put all these people here. They may as well try. So you get something good. Okay, 1. Get something good. 5. Okay, that's good. They need this 4. They got it. Wow. Okay, cool. So that is 3, 5, 6. They actually did it. The madmen, and they got an ore, which is pretty much exactly what they wanted, and 2 potions, so they can actually heal up their friend. Wow, that's just fantastic. And they get the cave as well. Very cool stuff. They did it. Congratulations, people. Okay, back over here. So they got that, and now they're gonna have this guy grab pot, and they're gonna put it on the track. What are they doing? What? No, it doesn't matter. Really don't matter with these. Pot, fish, and they're gonna wait. Hold on. They're gonna grab a pot and they're gonna wait. Because we're gonna explore these last 2 people. We want to see if we get anything rare. Because we can just throw that in there. So now it is this guy's turn. He's just gonna grab the fish. He's gonna put it on there. Good turns for them. Whereas these 2 are gonna go exploring. So one of them is not gonna be able to do anything next round. Unless we get a cider. We might just get a cider. I don't know if you can get a cider. It'd be cool if we could. I don't. Something just ate $1. I don't know what the hell happened there. Can you get number 1? I got number 35. Number 35. Your party arrives at a circle of huts around an underground pool. A thick layer of mist covers the floor of the cave, and the air is warm and thick with moisture. As you draw closer, you realize the steam is coming from the pool. A hot spring. The pool is filled with people waiting about, relaxing in the water, their eyes closed. A bald man in a long white robe approaches you. The water of this pool will rejuvenate your spirit. Care for a dip? You can stop to relax, which is nothing, or decline and continue exploring, explore 2, or explore 7. They can't get 7. We're going to stop to relax. We're going to read paragraph 103. So let's see what happens when we rejuvenate. You decide to accept the bald man's offer and relax in the hot spring. You'll leave your belongings on the shore nearby and step into the soothing, warm water. You're just closing your eyes and have found a place to sit when you notice something strange. Everyone in the pool is looking at you, their eyes wide and hungry. You watch in horror as they inch towards you, their sharp teeth and snake eyes shining. It's a trap. Do you run off to hide and leave your belongings, or do you stand and fight them? I'll leave my belongings. Run and hide, explore 2, fight the monsters, explore 5, or explore 7. Obviously, we're going to have to fight, but we need some good rolls. Even if we get bad rolls, we can injure them both, and then we'll be fine. And the other guy got the 2 potions, dang it. So let's hope we get some good rolls. We do get 2 free rerolls, so keep that in mind. Come on, something good. Oh, that's something good. Come on, Frog Yoda. Frog Yoda! We don't even need these freaking rerolls. Rerolls are for nerds. And we're not going to injure Frog Yoda. Frog Yoda's awesome. We'll injure this guy. We'll injure that guy. He's a loser. So we got 7. We could have just stopped at 5. I went for 7. We're crazy. So we get 5 coins, a fish, and 2 reputation. Big day. 2 reputation. 5 coins. We have some money again. And we get another fish. So I'm kind of glad we didn't put the fish down just yet. Because now we can do that paper. But then we're going to get the same amount of paper as that anyway. So it doesn't even really matter. For the sake of this, I don't think it matters at all. Alright, because we're going to get 2, and then 2 of those. And then we're going to put all of those into there probably. I thought we could really get further than that. Maybe we still can. We'll hold on to them till the very end if necessary. But for now, everyone is done. This is turn 6 now. Cider wasn't actually taken, so that stays there. This goes over there. As for income, they get 6. So let's give them 6. So they have $12. Oh, actually $7 because of that. A little extra income thing over here. Whereas they have 7 as well. Because they are doing really good with the track somehow. I really didn't expect that. And now here we go. So all 5 of them get to wake back up. Whereas they get to use a potion to bring them back to a little injury town. So hey, you know what? Good on you, lady. You finally are almost gonna help. The fruit gets replenished over here. The fish gets replenished over here. And over here, 4 people sleep. May as well just leave him to die.
and we'll keep everyone over here. Sorry, dude, you're very good at your job, but we don't have shit. So also we get this cave card. Just kind of cool. So now we have 2 more rounds to see what can go down. I really do think they have this. I was really expecting them to have this, but these guys seem to be doing way better in general. But who knows? Maybe I'm just full of shit. So let's see. What can they do? They need the fish. I guess they can just try to grab the fish straight away. Yeah, this guy can just grab a fish. It's not very helpful otherwise. There we go. They got a fish. So now they pretty much gonna be following in the same footsteps. This guy, yeah, they're shitty builder. He's gonna grab some paper, put it in there. There we go. And one of them will grab a fish, not a fruit, and they'll do some other shit. Whereas these people have some sort of plan. They have, what, $10? $10 to their name. Let's do this out for the other 5, just so just understand how much money they have. With $10, they can get the crystal thing, which should only boost their income, which isn't that worth it right now. Yeah, it's not very worth it unless they also get paper, but they're not gonna do that. That's crazy. So instead, they will just get some free money, and some cider. So they don't even need another bed. It's getting the free little bit of money and took the cider. They could use another bed. They also need a potion. Maybe we'll just leave that guy to die. Nah, they have $4. They have a lot of money, actually. What the hell? They have a ton of money. There you go. So we can do that. We can buy another bed. Sorry, Frog Yoda. I was going to have you explore or something. I guess we'll play it smart. We need a potion now, though. Hey, I'll give you a potion for $5. I'll think about it. That's a really steep offer, but it might come in handy for me. I'll think about it. I'll think about it for a little bit. Alright, sure, but in the meantime, what I will do, kind of want to just explore. There's really not much else that I can do, reasonably, so maybe I will just explore. Because there's not much else for me to do with all these people, except just gain a few more bucks. But instead, we can go on a big adventure again. Big adventures are fun. I like big adventures. So they're going to be reading number 162. That sounds like a pretty big adventure. Sounds like an incredibly awesome adventure. 162. Ooh, this is a pretty big one. A noisy underground. Okay, this is unbelievable. I feel like every time I play this game, I get this one, but I never remember how they work. A noisy underground carnival fills this vast chamber lit by dangling lanterns crammed with multicolored fireflies. Games of chance via with games of skill as a bizarre assortment of creatures join in for the fun. A bustling intermingling of fur, feathers, scales, and fins. Your attention is taken up by a rundown petting zoo tucked behind the gambling booth. The menagerie presents a bestiary of sad-eyed, exotic animals who have each seen better days. The attendant points at various obligatory notices. For your own safety, please do not pat the unicorn's head. Pulling the manticore's tail is ill-advised. Stare at the basilisk at your own risk. And finally, unattended children will be snuggled by a clan of mangly werebears. The unicorn warily raises its head as it looks your way. We can play the shell game, we can disobey the warning signs at the petting zoo, or we can offer to buy the miserable animals trapped in the petting zoo from Explore 3 and pay 1 coin. I feel like I've done that one before. It ends very nicely. I'll say that. But because this is a new run, I'm going to play the shell game. I don't think I've ever played the shell game. So we're going to go with paragraph 209. 209. It's 209 time. Here we go. Now you get it. The shell game consists of competitive snail racing. You place your bets, settle down for a nice long nap, and await the results. How patient will you be? You can explore 4, or you can explore 7. So this is just the option. So let's just roll them all at once, left to right. Oh, dear God, that was an awful decision. I'm changing my mind. Let's do one at a time. So they get 2. They get 1. Ooh, so 7 is a bad. It's just going risky. They have 3. They need to get a 4. They do get it. And you know what? We're just going to stick with the same rules of if you do not carry your weight, you get stabbed in the face. So you, madame, you got stabbed in the face. Just how it is. So they got 7. They get the cave card. Put it over there. And they get, for 7, 2 coins, a piece of paper, and a potion. Holy shit, they actually got some paper to throw in there. I'm amazed that they're filling this track as much as they are. And they get, 2 coins? 1, 2, Bazinga. And they want to gain a reputation or something? Potion. They gain a potion. Bazinga. There we go. Okay, good stuff. As for here, they want that fruit. because that's going to get them as many points as they could possibly get at this point. They already have 3. So here's the thing. If they get that and they put it on, then that's 12. But if they go for an exploration, maybe get something cool, then they get 12 off of those anyway. That's so worth. They're exploring. And they're trying to go cheap because they're hoping for just like a cave mushroom or something. So let's see what happens now. In quest number 30, your party comes across a rock-skinned, red-eyed creature with spikes on its back sitting against a cave wall. A Gluggo. He's breathing heavily, and blood covers his leg. Help, please! I was attacked by thieves. He says, do you stop to help or continue exploring? Help 3 is an explore 3 and explore 5. Keep exploring is an explore 3 and explore 7. Let's do the explore. Let's help the guy. He's a cool little dude. He's a nice little cute little man. I respect him. We just need some good rolls. We got some good rolls. That's pretty good rolls. Do we want to injure? We don't want to injure. We only have one more round. We only played soft anyway. Because then we injure everybody. We only have any potions. It would be a bad idea. So we're just going to go for 3. We still won. And we get, where is it? +1 reputation and a mushroom. That is actually exactly what we needed. That is uncanny. And if we did better than that, we would have gotten the same thing, but 4 coins as well. So ultimately, it would have been nice, but it wouldn't have been as nice, I think, just generally speaking. And now we can dump all these onto there. So now it's a bunch more points. Right, pretty good. Pretty solid. And now, we're done? Right, that's everything? Yeah, because you didn't get that. Still have those. Yeah, pretty good. Good stuff. Okay, so now... that's the end of that. That's that. So last turn, everybody. Last turn. This is for all the marbles in the house. And they didn't buy the potion. They don't care too much. So 3, 4, 5 beds. So he's unfortunately going to be sitting this one out. But it's okay. They'll make the most of it, maybe. 5 beds, a potion, and a cider, however, wakes them up. So now they get all 6 of their people. So currently, as the board stands, it's 4 people on theirs and 6 on theirs to do stuff with. Yeesh. Not a whole lot of recruiting this game. Usually I love recruiting. Recruiting is one of the things I like to do the most, but it hasn't seemed bountiful this game, at least because I'm playing both characters, so it's kind of hard to base that off of that. Let's get rid of 2 of these because they get fucking $8 because they have 7 plus 1, 8, whereas they also just gain 8. So give me these. I keep thinking they have cool shit. They have $21 to their 17. Ooh. Okay. So however, they do have more overground buildings. Oh, they're a buck short of getting this. And I think that's probably the building that they're going to want to get. Because these are like the big end game scoring building. So that's a lot of extra points. But it's also just 2 points per paper and gem that you have. Well, let's see. Right, because that would be 16 points for the paper, right? If we had that, because we only have paper. So then this one would be 3 points, and then it would just be an extra 10 points. So that would be 16 compared to 3 plus 10, 13. That's not worth it. That's just not worth it because we don't have that many. We don't have that many buildings. We won't have any money to buy more. So you know what? We're gonna spend every ounce of our money. 10, 15, 17. Go away. Get rid of it. And we're going to buy this building. Oh, it would have actually... No, it would have been one more, actually. Yeah, it would have been 6. It would have been 12, 15. It's still slightly more in our favor. Slightly better in our interest to get this building anyway. So it gives us more points in general. So there's that. So that's the Builderman's turn. Whereas over here, what are they going to do? They don't have a whole lot of options. They do need to get their fish. They do have a fish to get. The old man's going to go fishing. You guys can do some crazy shit. He doesn't really care too much. Somehow they've literally done just about the same, if not better in most ways, than them at their own thing that they wanted to do, which is kind of saddening. Literally, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1. So they've done slightly better than them at the thing that I was mainly setting them up to do. It's kind of crazy. But now it's back over to here. So now we should just harvest that paper. So we'll have him harvest the paper because that would be at the end of the game 2 points for the paper and then 2 extra points. So it'd be 4 points, which is the same amount as one of these. So it's smarter to get that. Or it's actually exactly the same to get that. Whatever. Bing Crosby. He's not Bill Cosby. It's Bing Crosby. Pretty sure it's a singer. Could be wrong. Pretty sure he's a singer though. As for here, they have how much money? They want to build a building. I think the building they were going to go for was this one. And they could still go for it, actually, because they have 14. Oh, they could actually... Oh, okay, you know what? Actually, yeah. This might just shoot them up to victory stance, actually. $14. So they get rid of this. Say bye-bye, get $1. They still have $7. And they get 2 points and 2 points per person they have. So, okay. Okay, I have a plan for these. Oh, they only have 1 more feather. That's okay. I have a plan. Okay, there's a plan here. They're gonna get a few more points at the end of the game. Not like a overkill amount of points at the end of the game, but enough. Whereas these two, harvesting is only gonna get them like 4 points, which is still a lot of points. It's I want to explore, but I won't be gaining points from exploring. I'm gaining points from these. The pot I don't care about. Dang, I don't really care because I only really need the fruit, and then I just have a character who does nothing. Isn't nice. So I guess we're gonna have them explore. One more nice big exploration for these two little knuckleheads. Because why the hell not? So they're gonna go to land number 47. I don't think I gave them the cave. I did not. Not 47. It's actually 68. Sucks to be you guys. Here's some cave. And they've explored less. I feel like they've explored way more, but these guys have explored twice as much as they have. Jesus Christ. What have these guys been doing? I have no idea. Anyway, 68. You pass through a grotto covered with ancient carvings of fish and spiders. You spot a circle of tents and an eerie dying campfire letting off a thin trail of smoke. You start to hear bouts of coughing which grow louder as you approach. Near the fire, a disheveled woman lies in a heap on the ground. She's huddled in a blanket, and it seems a great effort for her to open her eyes and lift her head.
Help us!
She croaked.
We've all been poisoned. We need a broth made of quackroot, but we are too weak to find any.
Do you search for the Grack root and help them, or do you loot their camp while they're powerless to stop you? Loot camp, explore 2 and 5, find Grack root 4, explore 4, and explore 7. Them being injured doesn't matter anymore, so we're gonna do as much as we possibly can. Cause if we get 5, we can get to max of 7, which would just be pretty cool. So let's do that. So bam, we've not used a single reroll. Come on, there's a reroll opportunity. There we go. I like to see that. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So that's 5, 6, and 7. Frog Yoda is crippling himself in the face of danger to save these people. In the process, he finds a coin, an ore, and 2 reputation. So he gets ore, he gets 2 reputation. Were we down? Did we move down? I don't remember why. I don't think we were here, right? Yes, 2, 3. Well, that's 1, 2. And then an ore and a coin. A single coin. Very nice. So that's their entire turn. They still have 4 people. And it's about to turn into a lot more people than that. Check this shit out. I'm going to use this person to buy a person for $2. Who is that person? That's this person. Teachy person. Who I can then put in here. I can then use this Teachy person to buy, I don't know, another person. Let's spend $5. Alright, why not? We'll just we'll get this person. We'll be generous. We'll be saving with our money. However we use that, and then we can do that. Now we still have $2 left. Now we can say, oh, I don't know, exhaust lady. And we can just gain $1. And a cider as well. Keep that in mind. We gain $1 and some cider. Great. Now we can use this person to teach somebody, to get someone on our side. And let's just get this lady. You know, why not? Let's just get another lady on our thing. Just really stacking it up. And they go over here. And that's pretty cool. You know why? Because with no money, nothing to gather, they're all going to go on one big exploration. So we ended this. We had 4 here. We now have 3. However, we just added like 3 people to our whole list of people, which is another like 6 points or so. And oh my god, I almost murdered them all. Okay, so now it's these goofs going to explore. I didn't give them the cave they deserve. Number 75. 75, the final exploration and final move of the game. Your party comes upon an old, wrinkled man lying on the floor of the cave. His bag sits nearby, and you catch a sight of a pile of coins inside.
I ate a poisonous mushroom,
he says, coughing.
Can you help me take me to the nearest inn?
Do you take him to an inn, or attempt to take his bag in his weakened state? Steal the man's bag 2 and 5, take the man to an inn, explore 3, and explore 6. They have the capability to help the man. Sure. So we will take him to the inn. So we need at least a 3, but a 6 is preferred. So let's get a 6, everybody. Okay, 1. And even if everyone fails, there you go, that's 2, 3. I could still do it if it gets a 4. He didn't, though. So, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're the only one who succeeded. You are both being crippled. Sorry, that's just how it is. Break your legs. Do whatever you gotta do. You don't learn, do you, guy? He likes being injured. It makes him feel better about himself. But he gets the thing, and for an explore 6, 5 coins and +1 reputation. So hey, 5 coins into the game might be pretty good. I don't really know. But with that, everybody has been exhausted. I do not believe income phase happens again. I think this is just the end of the game. So this is it. This is what we have to leave off on. I'm gonna grab my phone because it is a calculator as well. Funnily enough, crazy, right? So let me go to my calculator. So now we get to score points. So let's score here first, because this is who I was kind of secretly rooting for. Anytime anyone gets a chance to have Frog Yoda, I kind of just want them to win. Even if I'm not even if I'm playing with somebody and they get Frog Yoda, I kind of just want them to win. So first of all, There's only a few things that actually give you bonus points, like actual points at the end of the game. So first, it's the advancement track. What we got here. So we count up all the things. So this, we have 1 pot on the 1 point spot. That's 1 point for that. For the fish, we have 2 fish on the 1 point spot. That's 2 points. 2 paper on the 2 point spot for 4 points. Sorry. 3 mushroom for 3 points. A 4 point fruit for 12 points, and then a 4 point ore for 4 points. So that's their advancement track. They have 26 points off the advancement track. Next up is buildings. Each building is worth 1 point. This includes any buildings at all, except for the empty cave cards. Yes, this does include. Okay, so including the starting house. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra buildings for 7 points. Reputation. Since they won the game, they got most reputation. They get 3 points from that, as well as 3 points for being as far down as they are. So they get 6 points from the reputation track. Then there's card bonuses, anything on these cards. So the only one that gives points is this one, but it's 12 points plus 2 for every paper and ore that they have, which is 2. So it is 4 points for that. And the last thing, oh, never mind. That's it. That's all the points. That's all the points this man gets. So he ends the game with 55 points. It doesn't sound bad, and it's honestly not. Like 55, I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not terrible. Let's just be nice to him, alright? Let's check this guy. So, once again, advancement track. So, 1 point for the rope, 2 points for the shrooms, 2 points for the pot, 3 points for the ore, 12 points for the fish, and 4 points for the paper. So he's at 24 points right now. Then of course we have buildings. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings. So slightly behind on the buildings thing. Next is reputation. They lost. They're not negative. They didn't win, so they don't get 2. It's essentially just. It's like whoever wins the reputation track gets 3 points. Whoever isn't winning gets none. So they don't get anything for reputation bonuses. So all that's left now is the card bonuses, which is this one. So they get 2 points. So they're at 32 right now. And they get 2 points for every single character that they have. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points. And ladies and gentlemen, through an absolute... Oh, and they get 1 point for this. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, let's go over here, let's draw 55 points on yellow's side, whereas white ended the game with 50. What's the second number going to be? Is it going to be a winning one or a losing one? It could be anything. 51 points. Somehow, some way, yellow won. And I don't get it. I think it has to be those 12 points from getting this one. But it wouldn't have made that much of a difference, would it? Because they would have taken that 12 away, and then it would have been a 3. And then if you took the 4 away, it would have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 anyway. So it literally would have just been 1 point minus. So it would have been 54 to 51. So how the hell did they do that? That's actually insanely impressive. The reputation bonuses actually just gave him the win. Because he was higher on the reputation track, he won the game. Just outright from that. That's kind of nuts. Because even if he got the 2 points from that, he'd still only be at 53. So we can give him that if we want. We can scroll that out. 53. He still lost. He still actually lost. I did not expect that at all. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is above and below. So that's all for today. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Table for One. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.